Welcome back to Game Geeks. I'm your host, Kurt Weigel. Today's episode, Atlantis, the Second Age. Now, this is actually Morrigan Press's re-release of the original Bard Games books on Atlantis. This supposes an antediluvian world that is basically ours, but with a real fantasy spin on it. The thing about this engine is that it is very smooth, it is very easy to run, and unlike a lot of other games that promise you this, that say, oh, you don't ever have to open the book after you learn this game, this engine is so easy, this book actually follows through. All it is a D20, a series of modifiers you add, a couple that you subtract, and you have to get above a 6 for any kind of success. Now, obviously, the higher your number, the better your success is going to be. It's really that easy, and I promise you, you don't have to open the book after that. Now, the game master might need some extra stats in front of him, but as a player, it's that simple. The game runs on the same basic engine that Talazantia uses. It's been modified into this. Morrigan has since sort of appropriated that and gone into their Omni system, which you could really use anywhere. This game is very quick. It's very easy to use, like I said. The magic in this is what's particularly interesting because it's divided among two axes. You have your modes and you have your order. Your order determines what kind of magic you're doing. Is it divine? Is it high magic? Is it elemental? Is it sort of mystical, tied to the earth? Is it mental? And the mode is what you're doing with it. Are you attacking? Are you summoning? And you can mix and match between them. And you really build your spells. You're supposed to do it ahead of time and have a set number. Really, if you know those set of modifiers well enough, if you have them on a sheet, you can really build your spells on the fly. Essentially, the level of the spell is a negative modifier you use to your roll, so that the more powerful the spell is, the harder it is to do. What about the world? Because, folks, combat in this, easy. The magic, easy. Skill use, easy. The only level of complexity is in how armor works, and even that is just very, very minor details you have to keep up with. The world itself is supposedly ours, but written in the past. Atlantis is still there, Lemuria, Mu, almost all the ancient civilizations you've heard about. It's sort of take all the legends we have and scale them back. For example, part of England is now called Avalon. You have the elven city of Ys. Spain and Aragon, Aragania, Therahesh, it's all there. You can travel through ancient Egypt. You can go to China. Of course, they all have their own names. The entire world is there for you to play with. This is more of a sword and sorcery game in that the story is more about individual characters and their exploits rather than grand sweeping sagas, although really there's no reason you can't have a grand sweeping saga in this game. There's been one published supplement for the book. It is the Bestiary. It basically has all the critters that are running around for you to fight. If you pay attention, you'll notice most of these come from one or more various mythologies and myth cycles out there. Folks, it's great. Get your hands on this game if you want a rules-light sword and sorcery game that's in a wide open world that is fantastic enough to have fun in, but is familiar enough because it's our world, basically, that you have a lot of things that you can suspend your disbelief from. If you have any questions or comments, games you'd like to see reviewed, or games of yours that you would like us to review, please feel free to contact us at knweigel@yahoo.com. For Game Geeks, I'm your host, Kurt Weigel. Good night and good gaming.